my name is Savannah and I'm the founder of Kik Cafe. Kik Cafe is the very first K-pop concept store dedicated to K-pop fans in France. I grew up hearing that K-pop wasn't cool. K-pop was like for weirdos, or that like there was a lot of prejudice around this genre of music. So I really want to open the spaces, a place where people can meet and share their passion for K-pop. 넷플릭스 got to know us because they saw our Instagram and they liked the place. And because the place actually makes you think about like a cafe in Seoul. And the cafe looks a bit like one of the decors in the drama. And they said that they wanted to create this event during a weekend where they would do an animation regarding the episode 3 of Squid Game, where people could play dalgonas, where you can like break it and have the shape. So we made 1,600 dalgonas in just 1 week, which is crazy because we're not a factory. And yeah, it was really intense, but we were really happy to do it because people were so happy to actually participate in real life to the Squid Game. Some people had like the tracksuits and some people had like makeup. So a lot of like huge fans of the series came. So I started this cafe because I'm a K-pop fan since 2008, since like a very long time, since I was 14. The first K-pop song that I liked was Haru Haru from Big Bang. And the first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, that's good. Like the melody is good, the music video is really nice. And also the melody was really beautiful. And actually the hook really took me. So I listened to the song and listen to it again the day after and after and after. That's the thing with like K-pop song, you listen to the hook and you get into it and you cannot just get it out of your head. I just grew on loving Korean culture with like K-dramas, and I studied Korean at university at the same time as doing my business school. And then I went to Korea and I fell in love with the country. So once in June 2019, I went to a concert, Sunmi's concert. She's a former member of the group Wonder Girls, which is my favorite girl group ever. And I was like, oh, actually there's no place for fans to gather and love Korean culture together. So my friend would call when we were 16 and hanging around trying to buy K-pop albums and drinking something, but we had nowhere to go. So I thought, oh, I have to create this place where people can go and like share their joy and their passion for K-pop together. I grew up hearing that K-pop wasn't cool. K-pop was like for weirdos, or that like there was a lot of prejudice around this genre of music. You would get all these judgmental things like, oh, K-pop is so bad and like it's not good music, or you have bad taste in music, which was kind of sad because it's just music. So that's why like I really wanted to create this place so people would take it as a safe haven to freely listen to music and share their passion with others. And also I thought of this name because then K-pop fans would also think, oh, I come to this place so I'm cool too, you know? I can actually be myself. And then Kik came after because now the name is like Kik Cafe, because I thought it was a huge and funny way of saying, oh, we're just gonna kick this world and like come there and make a big and huge powerful move. So the way Kik Cafe was thought was really like a concept store where we would hold events all the time. So fan base would contact us and would say, oh, I want to do this birthday for my favorite K-pop idol. We would decorate the whole place according to the idol's like songs or idol's like colors, and then like we would celebrate this event and this birthday all together. For example, there's a matcha drink that we have that looks exactly the same as the light stick of Mamamoo. And for Blackpink, for example, we created this new drink, a rose latte with homemade blueberry jam. For the next season, because we're changing our drinks every season to fit also like the weather, we created like a coconut charcoal latte for the group Dreamcatcher that looks exactly the same as their light stick too. So I'm really happy because we managed to stick to the identity of the group, and the fans recognize it, and the fans also come here to just take the drinks of their groups. So far, like every week we have an event, but I would say our most successful one was probably the first BTS anniversary we did in the beginning of June. And we expected 500 people in the 2 days, but on the first day there was like 800 people, and then the second day there was like 400 people. The first day people took 3 hours until the end of the street to actually get in, and we're just like, that's crazy. Like, how can there be so much people when we just opened 10 days ago, you know? The capacity is like 24 people. My dad had to do security in front to like make people enter and go out. And it was very hot, so we had to like bring water to the queue. And there were so much people from like everywhere, from like the whole world, and it was so impressive, like in the whole world, sorry, the whole France. Actually, we had like a family that came by car and did like 4 hours of car, and they were so disappointed because there were like 3 hours of queue. The image of like K-pop itself like really changed in France. So I'm like 26, 27, and a lot of people are still thinking K-pop is not good music at my age. But if you talk to youngsters, for them it's just music. They can listen to Justin Bieber and listen to BTS. It's the same thing for them. The language doesn't matter. So that's nice to see that the shift is already being made and trying to fight for this. I'm really happy because fans are really happy to come here. They meet people, they gather together, making friends around Korean culture and around K-pop that they love so much. That's like what makes me proud of this place. I didn't create this alone. I created this with a team of fans that really were passionate about K-pop and really wanted to create this place because they dreamed about it too. We are aiming to open K Cafe in Lyon next year in the south of France because so many fans from the south of France are like, why is everything in Paris? You know, I'm really thankful and happy for the success we achieved in 4 months. But for me, like, we're not even at the beginning of what I want to do with this place. I believe that there's so much more that we have to do in the next months and the next years.